Hey, all right, I just want to do a little locker room chat. So I'm not like perfect in makeup, whatever. It's at the farmer's market, all sweaty. So let's just pretend we're just kind of, in the locker room, okay? Sweaty. Before or after a game, whatever. This is a really important thing that I just want to get out there. And I try to tell you guys if we ever have like in-person chats. And this is like an I really care statement, okay? So here it is. The only thing you gotta learn to be successful at Mary Kay is how to master your skincare class of how to do a facial or color appointment, whatever the class is that you're teaching is what we used to call it. Now we might call it a pamper session, whatever it's gonna be called. And you want to close well, okay? So I've got these trainings for you that change every once in a while. And I'm gonna teach you how to book, sell, coach, and recruit to get the facial and then at the facial. And here's the thing, two things. One, I don't want you getting a lot of training from a lot of different people because it's gonna get muddy and confusing inside. It's so good to stick to one thing and master that and learn that. And then as you get new ideas, branch off of that, okay? English as a second language. I talked to like 4 different teachers once when I was writing for a newspaper, and they said, we teach the kids to master their own language and how their language works, and then we'll teach them English. Otherwise, they don't even learn their own language well. So same thing, learn this language well. Don't do 1,000 other things. Learn how to teach skincare and color the way that I teach you, which is what my leader taught me with a couple of other fun little tricks, right? And then when you go to conferences and cool Mary Kay things, tweak it because you like this word and tweak it a little bit, okay? Second thing is master it the way that I teach it. I'm not trying to say that I'm like God and I know everything, but don't from the beginning imagine that I don't know what I'm doing or that I'm probably missing something and that you can, with no past experience in Mary Kay, kind of figure it out. And this is like dumb, like I probably don't need to tell you this, but I tell this to the people that I really care about. So master these teachings first and then learn new things, right? And that your facial is like the one thing you have to master, okay? So it's not a bunch of other things. And if it is something else, it's the skincare and the other things with or without samples virtually too, but it's the basic thing and the closing. So here's the other part. Here's the last thing I wanted to say. When you do the facial, do it how I teach you. Linda Tupin said to do the facial 10 times the way that someone else teaches you to do it, memorize it, and then your own personality can start coming out. But if you start taking stuff out of it that you don't feel comfortable doing from the beginning, you're never gonna feel comfortable doing it, and it's probably there for a really good reason. Okay, so this is like a hard talk. I'm so sorry. I'm probably gonna have to put it like not too far at the beginning if you're new. But I just want you to hear my heart. I just was journaling right now about a girl that's about to do a lot of like facials, and I'm like, Lord, I said, help her practice and learn right with excellence. If you don't practice and learn it right the way that I teach you from the beginning, then you're practicing something that's not sharp and not as great as it can be. So that's my heart, is that you'll practice doing it the way I show you, doing the table close and showing them all the sets and asking them the 3 questions as a group if there's several, and then sitting with them individually and asking the 3 questions. And that's what's going to change. What's going to change over time is how you ask the 3 questions and how you do the table close and what closing sheet you use like over time. But nothing else is going to change. Those same questions are the same thing you do at a virtual party if you're doing with or without samples. The same presentation, opening, try some stuff, general closing, individual closing, okay? So master it the way that I teach you is my challenge. And I hope you know I love you. That's why I'm saying it, okay? You're gonna do great. I know it.